Damn, this is these two play? Damn, I've seen this one a lot, and it's always good. I love watching these two play. What's up with Christie's team? Whoa, what's up with this team? This is cool. That's a cool team. This must be secret tech. I've seen Christie play 4 teams. Oh no. That's cool. That's a good air throw. Air throws aren't really air throws are really cool because they're one frame. The main reason you'd use regular throws in this game, besides removing the red health, seems to be to punish tags, because throws punish tags, I'm pretty sure, for like every character. If someone's right next to you and they tag and you're not currently in block stun, your throw will punish them. Um, but air throws are a different matter because air throws are one frame. I mean, ground throws are one frame too. But air throws are really good for like hitting someone who's like beating up one of your other characters. That's like a command grab super, isn't it? Why does he have that? Not that I think it's really broken or anything. But it's like basically a Mind Stone, right? Wish Iron Man had that. I feel like Iron Man has really bad supers. Photon Cannon does a lot of damage at least. But like, it's pretty hard to land. And then the level 3 is really hard to land. And he has no other supers. He's got an up Photon Cannon, which from what I can tell seems to be worse than straight Photon Cannon in almost every context. The thing is, a lot of the stuff that comes into the up Photon Cannon will come into the up Photon Cannon at a range, but it'll combo into a straight Photon Cannon at point blank. And of course, the closer you are with Photon Cannon, the more damage it does. That was a good jump out. Block one hit of Rose Garden into jump is actually kind of good, I think. Nice, that was a pickup. What a pickup. This dragon actually ruined it for him, though. You do get some specific combos with up Photon. It's not useless. Don't get me wrong. But it's like, it's one of the most redundant supers in the game. Like, when you look at Chun-Li supers, they all do really different things. The air kick, or like the Hyakuretsu Kyaku super, or like the fucking Kikosho, or the level 3. You've got like 4 different supers with radically different roles, radically different functions. And then you've got Iron Man with 3 supers that all have the same function. Not really. And the main good thing about Photon Cannon is the lockdown, and up Photon Cannon doesn't have any lockdown. This is a comeback. Why'd he back up? I don't like that he did that. Spider-Man's movement is good. His mix-ups are good too. But mostly the movement. Oh no. Most of the damage is in that initial hit anyway. Maybe not most, like half. That initial tag too. He tags before he hits, so it's all red health. Which means that Dormammu might just make it all back. Little things. Do you want to land the beam and then, the gun and then tag maybe, if you can. Land the gun, land the arrow. The gimlet. Land the gimlet. One thing I really like about Power Stone Spider-Man is Spider-Man has a really easy time getting next to you, but a hard time getting next to you necessarily facing you. Power Stone is cool because you actually get good conversions out of it, and all stones swaps like all stones give you the correct facing, but the only stones where you get like a combo out of them are like mind and power, and mind won't always connect like that, but power will. Power has a nice big hitbox. Also leads to stronger combos anyway. Even if he kills Spider-Man, this is a-okay for Chris. Not afraid for him. He's like a shoe-in right now. See, that's fine, but like he's got to fight a full Hawkeye with just a weak Dorm. Even a fucking... He has to play so perfect because any Gimlet will just punish anything. And to be 100% honest, like... Yeah, look at that. Dorm kind of... A lot of his whiff animations are kind of long. Like, a lot of his setup stuff he can't use because it can be punished on reaction by Gimlet. I really feel like Iron Man is like missing a super, but it's not a big deal. I don't think Iron Man's bad. The ball super in this game, it was good in Marvel 3, but the chasing ball super that Dormammu has is really good in this game. Dormammu can just make you block for a really long fucking time. And especially the ball chasing super into tag is so good because it's like a beam super, but it's so much easier to just get up and then get mix-ups. Fuck your push block. I just want like Iron Man to have like a Rambo super using the Rekka. You know what I mean? Like picture like Fei Long super with the 5 Rekkas. I want that, but with proton or what it's called repulsor rays. In Iron Man and Marvel 3 didn't have a safe DHC, which is annoying. You couldn't DHC into Iron Man and have it be safe. So you had to DHC into him. You had to either just tag into him, which, you know, good luck, or you had to DHC into him on hit, which also good luck, or you had to DHC into him and then X Factor, which is a giant waste of resource. Giant waste of a very valuable resource. It was really strong in that game too, though, so... I think he could have thrown Miss Marvel there. That was a wise decision, I feel. You don't get a combo there, I don't think. There's only a couple level 3s you can combo out of. Oh, yeah. Hawkeye still died. This is winnable, but it's hard as fuck. A Storm would make it there. To save himself. He might be dead. I think he's dead. Nope. Couldn't kill. I thought Miss Marvel would have an ender there, but I guess the drug potential was probably high as fuck. I haven't seen that many Spider-Man web throw combos. Web throw was one of his nicest features, if not his nicest feature, in Marvel 3. This is the guy with double cap. That's a good team. Maybe not good. It's neat. It's a neat team. I really like Cap in this game. Does I Heart Justice play this game? That's smart. He could kill Carol here. Yeah, that was perfect. Justine's smart. And now that he's killed the character, he's at a giant, giant advantage. Justine's good as hell. Was that a punish? Get out. The reality stone doesn't seem to affect the gravity of the combo at all. Whoa. I don't know if that's safe, despite being a reality stone player myself. I don't know the frame data on point blank blocked reality stone. It feels like it should be unsafe, but also I've gotten a point blank reality stone before, or like almost point blank, and then comboed out of it. So it's like, it must have like, you know, if it only traveled for like a couple frames and I linked out of it, either it has a huge disparity between hit and block frame data, or the frame advantage is not so bad. Cap's the kind of character who should have a fast jab. Jab should really be like universal in this game, to be honest. I feel like every single jab should be within like one frame of each other. Like if every single jab was like 3 or 4 or whatever. I don't know the speeds. But jabs, like its main function is just to be fast in contexts where you need something really quick. It's not like most jabs have much combo potential. Or not combo potential. You can combo really easily out of jabs. You got a ton of combo potential. Combo utility is what else. You can combo jabs in a lot of combos, but you'd prefer not to in a lot of combos. You got another light normal in this game, so it's okay to have like a fast light normal and a strong one. Alright, you got me there. Well, I don't know. Monster Hunter has like a, it's like a 2-hit jab, isn't it? Or is it the short that's 2 hits? But like, if you want to be if you want to have like a slow Nemesis jab on Nemesis, that's fine. But Cap doesn't feel like one of those characters. Probably got him. These combos practically heal the opponent. Yeah, Justin Wong, the only air dasher I've ever really seen him play is Storm, and he doesn't really play her like an air dasher. He does with like some combos, but his neutral is a lot more lame and less rushdown. This is a very anti-Justin team. How old is Justin? He's got to be mid 30s now. Like he was younger than most other players when he started. He was one of them kids. He was like already playing fighting games competitively at like 16 or whatever. But he's just been in it for so long. He can't be that young anymore. Stars and Stripes is probably invincible, right? Cap having an invincible super would be nice. 31's not so bad. Is this... oh. Nice conversion. Justin looking invincible this matchup. Holy shit. He can't even get hurt. Why are there never ever any power storms, dude? People only use it for combo potential, maybe. He's gonna have a level 3 before the combo ends. Oh no. This is not a comeback. No way. You need to play perfect for so long. I don't care how good your Power Stone combos are. That's pretty good. It's nice to have an invincible super in this game. That's not so common. I wonder if Justin gets PTSD when people say let's go, Justin. If I saw Justin, I'd be like, oh shit, it's Justin. In fact, I've seen Justin before and I said exactly that. I got him to sign my stick. Dick win. Yeah, hypercharging star is arguably maybe even the good one. This team is so cool. Dante Strider and Soul. I missed the first Marvel second, but we'll be alright. I wish Iron Man could do an Only Faces combo. Nova and Ultron have such fast, like, jump heavies. Iron Man's is kind of slow. I'm not bitching. I sound like I'm bitching, but I'm not bitching, I promise. Iron Man's a good character. He's not even worse than those guys. Well, he might be. He's probably worse than Ultron. I don't know about Nova. But he's, like, competitive with them. And he's got other things that he can do that are good. Like the Rekkas. Demo is real good. I think he wins the whole thing, right? I think I heard someone say that. Canada. I think that's invincible too, right? That blast super. Having an invincible super is kind of a big deal, from what I can tell. Second hit? Cool. Ouroboros is pretty good in this game. It's not like Marvel 1 or Marvel 2 levels. I guess it's really good in Marvel 3 as well. Ouroboros has always been a good super. I think Gamora seems to be entirely balanced around having really fucking oppressive guns, from what I can tell. But, like, can't push block to keep her out. Um, Conversions from any guns shot from, like, full screen. Maybe not any. Strider Fight's okay in the box. He can actually get full screen combos, which is kind of cool. And then he can keep the full screen combos going until the box wears out. Yeah. In 1, 2, and 4, it's 1 bar. I thought they would nerf it to the ground to make it okay in this game, but really just the engine of the game. They did nerf it, but like, the engine in this game makes it alright. Yeah, the projectile durability of the guns is nuts. Because they just go through all their projectiles, right? They just pierce their way to like beat any zoning character. That's pretty unfair. Is Morgan's DP a real DP? It seems like it would be. Reese is a real DP. I still don't know if Chun's is. There he goes. The Shadow Servant, the DP super. That's not a bad super. It's kind of hard to combo out of, but it's pretty good. The only Morgan super I know the name of is Darkness Illusion. Oh, I know Solar Racer. I don't know the name of the fucking missile one. But I think it's not Solar Racer. I miss Solar Racer. Why do we keep on getting the fucking missile one? I thought we knew the rules. Things that are normally like projectiles are now beams. Finishing shower. Ryu has a beam now. Delete fucking Dorm. Delete enduring projectile. He can't, there's no human way. Okay, that was nice. I was gonna say there's no human way you can kill Strider here. That's the wrong super maybe. Oh, that was hidden. Cheap. That's some good shit. Richard Wynn looks okay here. I don't mean okay, he looks bad. But it looks winnable. Looks like he could maybe turn this around if he plays well. Oh, that's it. That is definitely it. This match is over. This is not a comeback that's gonna happen. He's not gonna get another storm. He's probably not gonna live through this storm anyway. To be honest, Timo looks like Mom says it's my turn to play. He's got that appearance. I can't place it. He's got a very childlike face. And he always looks annoyed. Maybe not always. He doesn't look annoyed right now. But his game face looks annoyed. But Dorm is... It is an old baby face. 12-year-old Spanish kid. I feel like he looks Asian, but not like Asian like Chinese or Japanese or anything. He looks like Vietnamese or something. I don't know what the hell he is. Filipino. That would be my second guess. That little area. Or like Laos. Laotian. I would believe any of those. Nice. Did he just uncap that water and then immediately cap it again? And then he drank it. Then that would have been a huge. Oh my. Uh-oh. The second character tagging seems to have an advantage for whatever reason. It seems like the guy who tags first would have a smaller distance to run. And also, roto recover earlier in terms of buttons. But for whatever reason, I've seen a couple of things demonstrating that the second guy tagging in seems to have an advantage somehow. Even though he has more distance to cover and tags later. I think, what's his face? Alien Sensei had a video about that on his Twitter pretty recently. I feel like Monster Hunter started as like a fucking. I mean, technically it started on PS2, right? But it has the way that the pick up and play works is very much like a PSP game, and I feel like it kept that for a long time even after it wasn't on PSP. Although I'm not an expert. The fundamental way the game works with the fucking instances. That's cheap. What do you do with it? Whoa, I went too far. No, it's replay. This is another one I've seen a few times. Not as many times though. Jiang Wang was never as prolific as Chris G in Marvel 3. Wow. I figured FChamp had a Ghost Rider team, but I hadn't actually seen it until now. But he was probably the best Ghost Rider of Marvel 3, right? He like didn't have a Ghost Rider on his main team, but he played it for memes every now and then. And it was actually a very, very good team. But it was worse than his main team, so he didn't usually fuck around with it. I think Marvel has a really bad problem with skill disparity. I'm not sure how to fix it. I'm ready for Dante. No! Dante's hammer is too stupid. Um, I feel like 10 given people will have 10 radically different power levels in this game. You know what I mean? In a group of 10 people, there won't be two people with the same skill level. Fortunately, you can kind of overcome that just by having shit that other people haven't seen. You can beat people who would be better than you just by having like weird tech, which is a little bit of a balancing factor. It's cool that everyone has like two teams right now, or like three. People are still character searching, but they're good enough with like all these characters that they can kind of get shit going. I should do that. That's a really strong start. That's like a really strong start. Holy shit. I can absolutely do that with my characters. He held up forward. He got point blank. He held up forward, and then he did jump, and then instant reality stone, and then tag. One, that covers your tag. Two, if the reality stone hits, you can combo out of it into a full combo. Three, if the opponent jumps, the reality stone is just as good as if they don't jump. That is such strong tech. I just got a fucking good ass download from Justine Wong. That's not gonna kill, is it? It's so little health, but it's so scaled. It might kill. Yep. Haha. Ghost Rider went flying. This could turn around, but it's gonna be awful. But it could turn around. It's gonna be awful, but it's possible. Oh no! Why are you air blocking? He's air blocking the dodge mix-ups, but he nearly died just to the chip from those two fucking things. What the fuck, K-Brad? I don't know how you'd remove set play from fighting games. It's kind of the objective. I don't like to think that Dante has hitbox bullshit in addition to all his other bullshit. I'm gonna do some cooking tomorrow. I probably won't make a cooking with Beth about it, but I'm gonna do wild rice and mushrooms. I got some various ingredients. I got some sliced mushrooms. I got some chicken broth. I got some chicken. I got an onion. Love me some onion. Vergil would give the wrong buzz for this game, I feel. He did the standing overhead. Chun-Li's jump light kick as an overhead is really inconsistent. Oh no! On diagonal jumps, but I found out today that jump light kick on a neutral jump is actually quite good. It's much better, somehow. I don't know why. Chun-Li has one of the better hits in the game with Stomp, but the problem with Stomp, it leaves you in a stupid position, so it's only really good if the opponent's, or if you're locking the opponent down in beam super or something like that. Yeah, when I look at what they did to Zero versus what Zero used to be, I kind of like New Zero. When I look what they did to fucking Ghost Rider. I think most of what made Ghost Rider work is the addition of a hard kick. Changes him a lot. Having to play only light and medium just makes him very, very jank. But now he can play light, medium, hard. Or rather, light, hard. It helps a lot. He can play like a normal character now. And he does feel a lot more normal. I can say for dead certain that what they did to Iron Man is a fucking beautiful thing. Because I do not like... I think Iron Man's a really cool character, but he feels so awful. Hey, Marvel 3. Hey, Marvel Infinite Iron Man is cool. They made him so much more usable. There were so many quality of life changes. The Rekkos are easy to use. There's no fucking repulsor blast into follow-up combos, which are kind of picky. his fucking chaining just works, and you don't have to do a very specific chaining series like crouch light, crouch medium, stand heavy, crouch heavy. If Ultron dies, this is something that could maybe happen, but I don't think it will. That was a failed push block on Justin Wong's part, but he got the jump on reaction. Subtle but good. That series of overheads. I'm not afraid of the actual tools that they give Virgil. What I'm afraid is they'll be pressured to make him good in the same way that the Dante. I feel like the set play for Dante was just downloaded really quickly. Or maybe not that, because I feel like the set play we're seeing with Dante is very far from what his final combos would be. It's more accurate to say the set play for, like, effective set play for Dante was created very quickly. I remember when Ultimate came out, I played it, and I played Virgil a little bit, and I was like, this character probably won't be as good as Dante, because his movement is so much more stiff, and he has so fewer tools. Well, I didn't say he would be worse. I didn't even say it to anyone. But I was like, he'll probably be worse, but like, I don't know, this Sword Super might be really good. But pretty much every part of Virgil is, I shouldn't say every part, Virgil and Dante are really different. And Dante's actually like not too far from Virgil tier-wise. But Virgil was way better than I was anticipating. I was like, he might be kind of good. I think Dante's maybe one of the best characters in Marvel 3, but not like super super good, just like good good. Probably not top 5, but close. Might be top 5. Who are the characters who are really nuts in Marvel 3? Virgil and Zero are both characters I would maybe call top 5. Virgil is probably top 1. It's hard because synergy is so hard. Like when you look at Doom in a vacuum, most people don't want to say Doom is top tier, and yet Doom functions so well on every fucking team. It's like, how can you say that every fucking player? How can you say that every player's team, which functions by merit of Doom, like, and it, like is has the highest success rate? Nice. How can you say that Doom isn't doing any work here? A better Ouroboros that's also way cheaper. No hidden missiles. Morgan's mid. That's maybe, but also I want to tell you about this one character called this one player called Ryan LV. His team has a Morgan and no Doom. I think Chun-Li is. I feel like Chun-Li was slept on for almost the entirety of MBC3, but she's really hard to unlock, and she's not. She's not like super amazing even when she's unlocked. I don't think. I'm surprised it took as long as it did for like a really good Chun-Li player to show up, though. That might be true. Morgan might be with them. I can maybe see that. Morgan's another character where I feel like Morgan's tier isn't super good, but her synergy is fucking incredible. With the right synergy, she like has lockdown that's better than any other lockdown in the game. And that's like something you have to consider when you consider tier. So I would tentatively say yes, Morgan is top tier. Maybe top 3. Magneto's just a function, dude. You don't even remember who Magneto is. Just play Ultron. Just play Ultron Dante. It's mathematically the best team in the game. This game's tiers are pretty hard to evaluate. I would be very hard pressed to talk about tiers in this game yet, based on what I've seen, my own observations. I've seen a lot of tech. I would tentatively say that Dante is extremely high. I would tentatively say that the collective of Iron Man, Nova, Miss Marvel, and uh, ooh, nice, Ultron are all extremely strong, and they're all not too far from each other tier-wise, I feel, although I could be entirely wrong. I would tentatively say that Dormammu is strong as fuck. It's hard. There's a lot of characters with unrealized tech right now. That was pretty sick. You can just do that on anyone, too. Chris Rekkas are so precise. Iron Man Rekkas, like, cover the entire screen half. And you get, like, if you get the last hit at all, if you get any hit, you usually get the last hit. And if you get the last hit, you get a huge conversion. And they're, like, safe. I don't know how many you have to do before they become unsafe, but the pushback is so good. And you can just tag at any point. They're very tag friendly. And then you look at, like, Chris Rekkas. It's like, what is this? They're like super picky. They often fall out in juggles. You have to like time them super well if you want to do like certain juggles or certain Rekka series, especially with like a super. You need like a very very precise timing. It's like I almost wish there was like a lock in. Yeah, they use a Magnum bullet. Chris Rekkas are so bad compared to like the other Rekkas. Black Panther has really good Rekkas too. Damn, no hit or no projectile invincibility. And no, I'm really surprised that that super doesn't nullify projectiles because it looks like one that would. Although I'm not complaining. Why do people even stop blocking in that context? Yeah, I know, this stream wasn't spooky at all. I'm gonna do a spooky stream tomorrow. I promise. I might even cook some spooky food. Overheads are low very rapidly. Invincible supers are so good because it's like invincible and safe. Because so often you can do an invincible super and then tag before it would become vulnerable. That's already the title of this broadcast. Oh, I wonder if he had a sweep there. I already know who wins, but this is still intense. See, that crouch jab was already out, and he still traded. Granted, he could have traded by like the crouch jab already being out, and then his own crouch jab in the process of getting a hitbox, also putting his hitbox in the way. So it could have been a range thing. That was kind of whack. Oh, it was a setup. Very cool. My team can't do that. They could maybe do that with up super from Iron Man, but I can't think of a good context in which it would work. Maybe like light Rekka into up super, into tag Chun-Li, into launch, into, I don't know, I'm making shit up. Even if you can do it, I can't think of a context where it'd be good. Wow! The trade. Oh, that was the combo that lost Justin Wong this match, I bet. Because Dorm would have died. Dorm was actually dead to that. If Dormammu died, this would be almost a shoe-in. That's cheap. Damn, how about that? Very nice. Phoenix Wright from I Heart Justice. Holy shit. The thing is, Phoenix Wright with, Phoenix Wright's not bad. Phoenix Wright just isn't good until you get him into his fucking turnabout mode. And getting him into his turnabout mode requires a ridiculous amount of synergy. Because it's very fucking, you have to do a lot of nothing when you would be getting, like, good mix-ups going. You have to be able to fucking lock yourself away from a game with some of the best mix-ups of any video game. Of any fighting game. How much synergy a character... Who did Justin Wong put as worst? I didn't click the link. Was it like Felicia or something? Felicia's a character where I feel like her tool set... I would have put her as like a... I don't know. Whenever a character has good footsies, I usually inflate them a lot. And Felicia seems to have good footsies. I liked... Like, I think Felicia was like... Oh, Shenko, that makes sense. I think Felicia was like fucking bottom tier in vanilla. But she got buffed to shit in Ultimate. And a lot of her buffs, I didn't really see anyone do them. I didn't really see any more Felicia players even post buff. She got so much quality of life stuff. Shenko's quite awful. Shenko has some kind of cool synergy, but like, she's quite awful. You're kind of a sitting duck when Shenko's on the in the game. Technically speaking, Shenko has the most respect me assists in the game, even more so than Hager. Felicia above Hager. Justin Wong used Felicia a little bit early on. Justin Wong is probably legitimately the best Felicia player, just because he's like the best player who tried to play Felicia. There were like a few Wednesday night fights where Justin Wong showed up and did Felicia stuff, and he like did really well. Nice. The Delta Kick buffs were fucking so good. Felicia's toolset looks really strong to me. I was surprised no one really like made her work. But then again, this is the game with like fucking Dante and Vergil, so when I think about Dante and Vergil, they blow Felicia out of the water. DMC did DMC2 might not have been a good game, but DMC2 has a sick Dante costume. The only thing I don't really like about DMC Dante is the hair. It's not even the hair. I don't mind the hair. It's the expression maybe. He's so pissy. Just smile, dog. Oh, that was a huge conversion that got dropped. Hitting two characters means you can't tag out. Oh, hit the wrong character. Or rather, it was blocked on the character and did the animation on. Free above Chun and Sentinel, huh? I'm not sure I ever saw a good replayer. The best replayer I probably saw was Chris G, who was like a respectable Ryu, but he never really made Ryu work as well as like his later team. Senta's pretty solid in general. I would tentatively say Senta's the best big body, although Hager is also extremely good. And honestly, Hulk is not that bad. Hulk is a really strange character, and Viper being better than Phoenix. I only know of like two Viper players at all, but both of them make Viper look really, really good. The only thing about Viper is that she seems to be a meter whore. The Nemesis was pretty garbage in Marvel 3. Sim would be so perfect in Marvel, holy shit. Of all the characters I legit want in Marvel, I do not actually have any interest in Tekken 7. It's like neat, I watch it when it's on. I'm just not super interested in learning it. Hulk Hager sent. Hulk is kind of neat. Hulk might be the Hulk might be the best of those three, like by himself. But like Hulk offers the least team support, and Hulk needs team support of his own. Whereas Hager and Sentinel offer enormous team support for their teammates. But I would tentatively say that Hulk is better than Hager and Sentinel if it was a 1v1 game. I'll click this link. As a short answer, probably not. I'll never watch it right now though because I want to watch all of it. And I'm fucking tired. This video is nearly over. And by nearly over, I mean 15 minutes. Probably won't take that long, although I know that Timo is about to reset the bracket. Between 3 and 5 matches left. How the fuck has he not already stormed? It would have taken me half a second. I'd have been like, nah. Yeah, this is a fucking really dangerous play. There it is. That's okay, made it all worth it. That's pretty cool. Neat. Hager and Hulk basically as good as each other. Hulk is very slept on compared to Hager and Sentinel. But it's because support. You can't just donk Hulk onto a team, but you can just donk Hager and Sentinel onto a team. There's a good Hulk player. Who is it? There's like a really good Hulk player. Oh, I guess it's just uh what's his name? What's his name? KDR. King Blue River. He's probably the best Hulk. I can't think of a better one. He makes Hulk look real cheap. Who's like the best character who never won an Evo? We've had a lot of characters win Evos. Phoenix won an Evo. Hager won an Evo. Who else? Wesker. Wesker won an Evo. Who was it the next year? Firebrand's Buddy is pretty good for what it's worth. Or I shouldn't say it's good. I don't know if it's good. What I mean to say is the potential is very high. I wouldn't be surprised if like some really busted stuff gets found. This might actually kill Strider. Not well. Akuma won an Evo, didn't he? Didn't Justin Wong win Evo with Akuma? Akuma's. I don't even know if I believe Akuma's that good. I think Justin Wong just kind of unlocked Akuma. Akuma's like a nearly fully unlocked character. And he has good synergy on that team. Not top 15. I could maybe agree with that. Yeah, if it was a 1v1 game, Akuma would actually be quite good. Akuma has a lot of cool tools. I actually haven't played Mario yet. I'm probably going to play it tomorrow, depending on how long I stream. But I've got 4 days off in a row, and today was the first one. So I'm going to have some Mario time somewhere in that. I promise I will play it before 4 days pass. People always do Wolverine with Akuma, but honestly, Akuma works with a lot of characters. I don't remember who it was, but I saw someone playing Wesker Akuma a lot in like the first year. I cannot stream from my Switch. I might be able to, but I don't know how. I don't know if I necessarily want to stream first playthrough though. Maybe I do. I don't usually do blind streams that often. It's not really what I'm about. Jill is pretty neat. Jill's like a really cool character. Um, I seem to recall Wesker Hager Phoenix for the Evo team. I was just wrecking my head for Tron winning Evo. I'm nearly done streaming, to be honest. Honestly, Wesker is ironically the worst character to win Evo. I don't know about the worst, but that's just because Wesker was good in the first version and probably still good in Ultimate, but nerfed and thus untouched. Not good enough anyway. Granted, he was really busted when he won. I forgot about that. Jill was already out with Ultimate. I forgot that Jill and Shuma were released early because they weren't planning on doing a new version at all. That was cool. I saw a little bit of Jill, but not a lot. Considering how long the game was out, Jill was near unplayed. I didn't see Shuma for like years and years, and then Shuma suddenly had like a fucking. Ooh, that was nice. There was like a Shuma renaissance where everyone's like, hey, Shuma's pretty good. His level 3 is fucking sick. And his neutral is I. Okay. Iron Man has really good movement. Well, it's not that good, but like at the end of the day, even if his air dash is extremely jank, it is an 8-way air dash. Oh, I forgot about that. No X Factor in the air. What a strange thought. This could absolutely happen. This is not even out of the question. If anything, Dormammu might have an advantage here. Capcom Beyond banned it. Oh my god. Is that one each, or is it replay? That's dank. I've been on the receiving end of a few double KOs in my time. Double KOs are one of the ways to get judgments in Street Fighter 3. It's the more common way to get judgments because time overs basically never happen. No, I like replay more than I like one each. Replay means there's going to be more total games. And more total games is more definitive on figuring out who the best player is. Judgment gives random votes to each player, but it's based around score, and score is based around how much damage you did, how fast you did it, how little damage you took, how many parries you got, how many times you taunted. Taunting makes your score go up. Um, how much meter you used versus how much meter you built. And there's like one other thing. There's like a whole bunch of things that are measured. And the person who had the higher rank will have a big preference for getting votes. Although it's still kind of random. Judgments can happen either from a double KO or from a time over when both players have the same health. Soulstorm as soon as possible I feel like is the future, but only if you have like Soulstorm combos. If you have like confirm into Soulstorm into into weird shit. But yeah, the thing about Soulstorm like early, you do get two Soulstorms, whereas if you do it late you only get one. But having a half Soulstorm for your second one means your second character has so little HP when they come in. But if you play well, you can get like you can get one Soulstorm and at like 50% and then another one at like 75%. Mind Surge is like actually the best part of Mind Stone Dog. Mind Surge is really good. I like how you're wondering that. Don't you play Mind? Mind Surge is probably the second best Surge. Probably the third best. My tentative power list for surges is probably power. No, reality then power. Reality then power then mind. Then uh, storm. I mean storm. What the fuck? Space. And then time and then no, probably time and then soul. I don't know. It's hard. Soul is probably the worst though. Redstone is reality. I think that's a pretty solid tier list for surges. Soulstorm, Soul Surge does like two cool things. One, it gives you a little bit of HP, which is otherwise impossible. And two, it lets you attack the opponent from really, really far away instantly, which is nice if they're beating up your other character, if they're just caught in something that you, if they're doing something you want to punish. It's a pretty big grab and it leads to a full combo. You can like comfortably get 2,000 damage out of it, which doesn't sound like that much, but you know, command grab. Yeah, that's something cool that Soul Surge does. But like every other Surge does like a bunch of cool stuff too. Soul might be better than Time. I don't know. I need to see more people use Time. Time is really hard to rate because it just moves. So how good it is based on how fucking badly you need to be able to move. But the invincibility is kind of cool. I would tentatively say Soul. I mean, Space. Space is like a better time, in my opinion. It depends because you don't have the invincibility at all. But pulling the opponent to you is more useful than um, moving towards the opponent. But time is nice because you don't necessarily need to be going towards the opponent. You can be escaping the opponent. I feel like time might be better than space, but space has like the cool stuff with the like mines into pull in and stuff like that. Mindstone probably is actually good on Arthur. Arthur's a giant meter whore. He's a character who can actually use a ton of meter. And honestly, he could really use the command grab too. I don't know about really use because his movement is kind of shit. So getting near the opponent is not something you're in full control of. I don't know about mind on Firebrand though. Firebrand is another character who has a ton of ways of spending a ton of bar. So in that way, it's good. And he definitely can use the command grab better than Arthur can. Chun-Li with Mind Stone is kind of good. Not because, well, she does have really good meter combos. Chun-Li can use a lot of different supers in the same combo. But also, she's got a lot of setups into Mind Stone resets that are really, really hard to get out of. Mind Stone on Chun-Li is pretty good. I feel like Chun-Li would do really well on Soul, or maybe even Time. I feel like those are really good ones. Oh, that's it.